Allow me to tell you a story of Peter Trung and Mark J. Newton. They are in a same-sex marriage, and they had adopted a 6-year-old son. They were the perfect family on the outside, but in the dark, in the reality of things, they were actually abusing their 6-year-old son. For 6 years, they had traveled around all over the world, giving their son up to pedophiles and prostituting it and recording it for up to at least 8 men. According to the Daily Herald, the Sydney Daily Herald, the abuse started as soon as the boy was 5 days old, where Mark J. Newton performed sexual acts on the child. Yeah, it's bad, I know. This is just one of the many reasons why I believe that same-sex marriage is a sin and why we should not allow the LGBTQ community to exist. American physiologist Paul Cameron did a study that out of 15 out of 25 people, 15 out of 25 couples, 15 of them were sexually abused their children, which is 60%. That's a lot. According to Paul Cameron also, that it's very common for sexually abused adults that were abused when they were children to also repeat the abuse to their child because they were taught that it was okay when it wasn't. Mark R., philosophy teacher at University of Texas at Austin, did a study that according to him, more growing up in a same-sex marriage with children, the children were almost twice as likely to be impoverished, and almost 60% of children have reported being bullied due to their parents being in a same-sex relationship. Due to another issue of the gay community is due to their sexual habits of not wanting to wear condoms and not practicing in safe sex, they spread a lot of diseases. The CDC has reported that 20 to 30% of homosexuals are, if you are a homosexual, you are 20 to 30% more likely to have some form of STD. Also, according to the CDC, is that you are 44 times more likely to get HIV than any straight person ever, period. Being gay is also classified as a mental disease. China had did a ruling back in April 24th of 2021 where they have found that being gay is still classified as a mental disease in China. Not only that, but they are also 2.5 times more likely to have some other form of mental disease, where they will either have severe anxiety or depression, or they will commit suicide, which is also another sin. The Bible makes many statements about homosexuality and makes clear references about how he only ever planned for sex between a man and a woman. Matthew 19:4-6 clearly states, a man will leave his father and mother and live with his wife. There is no mention of husband ever. Some solutions to our issue here with rampant homosexuality and abuse would be conversion therapy. You know, send gays there. According to ABC News, 66% of people who went through conversion therapy actually stayed straight. So it is proven that it works. Another way is voting to ban gay marriage. Not only can we force them to not be able to marry, we can also ban gay marriage. Not only can we force them to not partake in the homosexuality sin, we can also keep them from marrying also. Just think, if those options were available, this 6-year-old child would never have been abused, would live a nice, normal, healthy life, never knowing what it was like to be sexually abused. Now when he grows up, he may repeat what his fathers have taught him and abuse more. Do you really want that? Do any of you really want that? I didn't think so. I want everyone right now to scan this QR code to get in contact with your local representative or governor officials. Together we can all stop the homosexuality and gay marriage.